That's right, Andrew Capopila gets set to take on Roy Saucedo. All this and more when we come back from the break. This is King of the Cage on MAV TV. Time to do it once again. The best of the best have gathered in Southern California in hopes of professional contracts and a massive jump start into the world of professional MMA.
I'm feeling very excited to be here. This is a huge event for us and a big opportunity for all of us. And everyone's coming in here looking like they're ready to take that contract, you know, and jump this thing to the next level.
As we get set for our next matchup of the evening in the bantamweight division, brought to you by Kawasaki, Andrew Capopila out of Rawlins, Wyoming, gets set to take on Roy Saucedo out of New Mexico. Both fighters having heavy hands, looking to utilize that here tonight. Quick look at our tail of the tape, brought to you by Kawasaki. Both fighters identical in age. A slight height advantage is going to go to Andrew. You see how this all pans out when we throw it to the veteran voice of the cage, Dean.
Here is Roy Hot Sauce Saucedo.
This is part of it, man. The personality. You know, a lot of the times the name says a lot about the personality of the person.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that they are coming in as amateurs and they already have nicknames.
Yeah.
But this kid, Hot Sauce, means business.
Yeah, you know, he's like, I didn't have to put a lot of thought into my name. My last name is Hot Sauce, baby.
He comes in to knock you out.
Yeah.
Don't go get a cup of coffee. Don't go get some popcorn.
Yeah.
These guys are going to bang.
Yes.
Between both of them, they have 18 stoppages and they only have 20 fights. So these guys are going to come in and they're going to throw leather.
Ray Saucedo, man, is no joke when he gets in the cage. Absolute warrior and beast. Like I said, the name is kind of like funny. You know, it shows a little personality, but man, it is all business when he gets in that cage. And as an amateur, man, he's already shining like a pro. I mean, he's already displayed that he's got the professional skills of an MMA fighter.
Well, this is going to be a little adjustment for him. I don't know if he's ever been in the cage with a guy of this kind of caliber, this kind of range, this kind of lankiness, this kind of reach. He's really going to have to use his height to his advantage. Getting low, staying low, keeping that chin tucked down, hands up, and staying on his bike, working his way in, changing elevation and closing the gap, Steve.
Yeah, Roy Saucedo is ready for business tonight with the opportunity of a lifetime in hopes of being one of the 5 fighters to obtain up to $250,000 worth of contracts. Force of 1 out of Clovis, New Mexico. Roy Saucedo is undefeated at 9-0 in his amateur record. We will see if he can keep that pace up here tonight as he performs on national television here on MAV TV. And before we do, go to the veteran voice of the cage, Dean Stumpf.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Citizens Business Bank Arena, Ontario, California, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the bantamweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Frank Trigg. Introducing first in our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet tall, official weight 144.4 pounds. He represents Rawtown MMA. Record 13 victories, 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Rawlins, Wyoming, presenting Andrew High Hips Capopila. His opponent across our cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight an even 144 pounds. He represents Force of 1 MMA. Record, it's a perfect one. 9 bouts, 9 victories, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Clovis, New Mexico, presenting the undefeated Roy Hot Sauce Saucedo. Once again, your referee of this 3-round bantamweight bout, Frank Trigg, for the final instructions.
Like a safe, fair fight. You guys want to touch gloves? Do it now. Back to your corners.
Frank Trigg, our ref for this matchup, also known as Twinkle Toes.
I don't know how many times he's going to let you call him that, Steve.
Hey, man, that was his nickname. It's acceptable. Wasn't your nickname I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, please don't. Thank you. Well, I think I kind of figured out why they call them high hips. These 6 feet and about 5'11" of those are all leg.
Absolutely. Saucedo starting things off here with a nice little stand-up. Feel-out process begins.
Good inside leg kick and gets a jab from high hips.
High hips possesses a lot of belts in other divisions. We will see how that pans out here tonight. Oh, and a nice shot delivered by Saucedo. High hips takes it and takes another shot, Sean.
Oh, Hot Sauce is just banging away, using that stand-up, throwing flurries of punches, but here comes high hips.
Yeah.
Getting out of danger, but not necessarily.
Frank Trick giving him every single chance, Sean. And almost in danger of this being stopped. Saucedo, the distance is closed between him and high hips for just a second here. Saucedo backs up.
Saucedo ate something that did a little damage to his nose, and now here comes high hips and a wicked overhand right by Hot Sauce. Banging away, Saucedo smashing with that overhand right. Looping left hook barely misses.
Yeah, a couple of those shots were a little bit wild, and that's how high hips was able to get a couple shots in there, Sean.
But look at Andrew just come marching back, shaking it off. He's not going away that easily.
Yeah, you know what? That is a scary thing, and that's sometimes somewhat scary to a fighter when you see something like this. You're like, wait a second, I just gave you everything I had, and now you're coming back and throwing shots like this.
Capila with overhand right left hook combination. And you're absolutely right. Saucedo looks a little confused. He's going, you should be gone by now. Wicked inside leg kick from Hot Sauce.
This fight keeps going this way. Frank Trigg may be able to clock out just a bit early on his shift here. Right now, getting a couple shots in his high hips and knocks out his mouthpiece shot. Just absolute domination for a second there, and the mouthpiece is just hanging on the cage.
Beautiful hips, great head movement, trying to move out of the way, bobbing and weaving in Saucedo. But marching forward is Capila in a great takedown defense by high hips himself. High hips corner begging him to stand up and delivers a good inside knee. And time is called.
The mouthpiece has to be redelivered. I have never seen the mouthpiece fly out of the cage.
Good thing, Steve, that mouthpiece got stung up on the cage, because you'd have it in your mouth right now. It was headed right for you. Wicked overhand right from Andrew.
I don't think a lot of the crowd saw the mouthpiece fall out, but we did because it was right in front of the commentary booth. And both fighters just going straight at it once again.
Saucedo getting his marbles back and eats an overhand right from long range and then drops him with the left hand.
You know what? This is the battle we were talking about. This is one of those fights where both fighters, okay, one takes a shot, falls down, gets back up, and gets the other fighter knocked down. This is back and forth, Sean.
Well, I'll tell you what, this could be round of the year right here.
This could be two winners right here. We're looking at possibly two winners, no matter win, lose, or draw. This is what they were talking about.
Write these guys a check right now.
Yeah.
They're both not going away,
Yeah.
and these guys are going to be pros.
Absolutely. Look at this. A nice shot on the jaw there. It just lands right on the cage and spit flying everywhere over here in the commentary booth.
Wicked overhand right, but look what Roy Saucedo does. He's bobbing and weaving. He's moving around. And now he comes marching forward, slipping, moving.
You know, for a second there in the beginning, this is what high hips is all about. You see all those belts in the pictures that he had. And there's that shot, Sean. Just absolutely devastating.
But immediately back to his feet is Roy Saucedo.
Absolutely insanity going on, and you can feel the energy tonight, Sean. Everybody is loving this fight. And get those votes in now. You can always log on to votekotc.com. Perhaps you like, how the mouthpiece fell out. Vote on that alone. You can. You're more than welcome to.
What warriors both these guys are. And Trigg calls him back in for some more of this action.
I can't believe we're just in the second round. Both fighters looking to engage once again. On the stand-up here, a nice spinning back fist and a kick to divert things.
Coming in aggressively is Roy he's throwing that leg kick, because I guarantee you that overhand right is coming.
Look at that, high hips just on top of the action, but then Saucedo comes out of nowhere.
Well, Saucedo's doing a good job of bobbing and weaving, slipping, Muhammad Ali style. And a big right hand, a three-punch combination by high hips. But trying to back him off is Saucedo with a straight right up the gut and a right uppercut.
This is the proof that styles make fights, and both of these fighter styles are really making this an exciting fight right now. Both fighters not worried about getting engaged, not worried about taking a shot in order to get theirs in, and that's exactly what's happening as High Hips defends that takedown attempt. And Hot Sauce just very persistent with this takedown.
Relentless on this takedown, but doing a great job of controlling the head is Andrew. Working off of that fence now, Scopula.
High hips.
Knees.
Machine gun knees thrown by High Hips. It's all in the hips. That's exactly what's going on here. But right now, Saucedo in a little bit of trouble.
Come on at High Hips. Marching forward is Andrew. You're dropping combinations.
This is the scary thing. Oh, and a kick. Don't know if that was at the right time.
Just checking it out to
You
make
gotta
sure
be
they're
careful.
okay.
Yeah, you absolutely just never know. It changes the pace of everything when things like that happen. That's why Trigg is on top of it, and right now, High Hips back at it. Another shot delivered, Sean. Combinations.
Really finding his range now. Really starting to manhandle Hot Sauce.
Now taking the back of Saucedo. And now throwing some more punishment down here.
Trying to use some of his ground game, trying to get those hips in.
No one's really taking it to the ground yet, Sean. I'm very curious how this is going to pan out, because Saucedo's getting tired and he gives up his back here. Has enough time to hang on.
At the back door is Saucedo doing a good job of surviving, Steve.
You know what? These guys are putting on a show for the fans here tonight. The fans were just a little bit tired when they're getting here, but now, look how alive it is right now. This is what the fans wanted to see. This is what they come to pay to see. This is what they're getting.
Look at Andrew Coppola just bashing away. Little premature trying to set in that choke right there without getting any of his hooks in.
Wow, just back and forth, that nice kick. That was pretty close, Sean. What would you say?
Yeah, no, that was a clean kick.
Yeah.
I don't think Frank Trigg really saw it that clean, but better err on the edge of caution
Absolutely.
than anything else.
You know, you get in serious trouble if there's something that goes by and, you know, you don't double check your resources, making sure everything's safe.
Yeah, I was really questioning Frank Trigg on the last fight where he was standing guys up before letting them work too long, especially that was his game.
Yeah,
He would ground and pound you to death.
Yes.
And now he doesn't want anybody copying him. But he doesn't have to worry about that in this fight because these guys are banging and trying to finish this on their feet.
Hey, Twinkle Toes Frank Trigg. Not about that copyright infringement. There we go. Saucedo. High Hips with a nice shot again.
Good quick jab. But I'll tell you what, Saucedo just bashing away on Andrew's front leg, trying to take some of that power away. That front leg is just hamburger.
You know, it's amazing how this fight turned out. In the beginning, you thought that Saucedo was really taking the lead on this fight. Things just kind of changed real quickly.
But Saucedo's coming back. He's taking a little bit of the power away from that lead leg. And that kick really hurt Andrew. He could barely put pressure on that leg. Now he's starting to drop his hands and delivers an overhand right to the jaw of Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce comes back with his own overhand right.
Hot Sauce shoots in for a takedown. High Hips, there to stuff it. we speak.
Good inside knee from high hips. High hip punching forward. Eats a big overhand right. Left kick to the kidneys. And a bombing leg kick now from Hot Sauce.
Just constantly a barrage of punches thrown by each fighter. Oh, and it catches him right there on the chin.
And there's a 3-punch combination by Saucedo. Big overhand right from Hot Sauce.
Look at that. And in return, this is where you cannot predict the fight, Sean. You cannot predict who's going to get caught. It's all about who gets caught first. And so far, they've been getting caught, but just have the cardio and the chin to back it up. And now a barrage. Again.
Boy, that was a great straight right to the breadbasket from Raw. Marching forward.
More shots being thrown by Saucedo. High hips with more shots as a receipt. 35 seconds remains here in round 3. Both fighters putting on a huge roar here. And now Saucedo trying to work the armbar.
Rolling on the armbar. If he can get a little bit of distance here, he might be able to finish this thing. You might want to consider switching it up to triangle.
This is going to be one of those wars that go down in the book, Sean, because it looks like 10 seconds is about to end pretty quickly here.
Oh, he might have again. 10 seconds. Pulling that arm out. Great defense from Andrew.
High hips trying to score some last-minute points. Both fighters going at it.
Oh my gosh, Steve.
Oh, man.
What a war. Write these guys a check.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and write them because I don't have the bank account, but you know what I'm saying. These guys totally deserve a check here tonight.
What a brawl.
Vote KOTC.com now to get those votes in. This is what it's all about, folks. This is what the epitome of the World Amateur Championships is all about. Both fighters put on a great, excellent war. You don't want to see anybody lose this fight. It's that type of fight, Sean.
No, these guys were bashing these leg kicks. I hope they score these leg kicks from Saucedo because they were just creating so much damage.
This is definitely a situation where we can really say, truly say, that I'm glad I'm not a judge because I do not want to judge this fight right now, man. No way. No thank you. We'll just take the good seats right here. But right here, just back and forth, Sean.
Just eating leather all night. And that's the heart and the desire of these guys wanting to turn pro.
Nice outside leg kicks. I mean, you just don't know who got more of the punches.
And this is what I'm talking about, Steve. Tonight's the night, win, lose, or draw, you're going to find out whether you want to do this or not. If both of these guys, they're going to be high-level pros.
Absolutely, and like you said, write these guys a checks. If you want to get those votes in, log on now. Vote KOTC.com. No joke between these two. And you know, when I saw all those belts that he had from other organizations, you know it's not a fluke. He just didn't pick those up. That is a true fighter right there. And really came to bring it, both of these fighters. And that's the beauty of the World Amateur Championships. Win, lose, or draw, you can vote for whoever.
Yeah, tonight, 5 years from now, when one or both of these guys are at the elite level fighting for a professional championship belt,
Yep.
you can say you were here.
Absolutely.
And you watched their last amateur fight.
I'm voting
that was
for you.
amazing.
I'm voting for you, though. Is that cool?
You can vote for me.
Okay.
I'll style alone.
Great job done by both fighters, a show of class between them two. And of course, we want to thank the folks at General Tire, one of the official sponsors here at King of the Cage World Amateur Championships 2 from the Citizens Business Bank Arena here in Ontario, California. Yeah, the judges, they got to work that out
They
for a
probably
minute.
left.
Yeah,
If I was one of them, I would have gone in that car and I'd be home by now.
And it looks like the judges have rendered a decision. And for the official announcement, we'll throw it to the veteran voice of the cage, Dean Stone.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, a hand for these two warriors giving us everything this evening. Judge Coach Cecil Peoples scores this bout 29-28 in favor of Coppola. Judge Mark Davidson, 29-28 in favor of Saucedo. And finally, Don Howard, 30-26 in favor of your winner by split decision from the great state of Wyoming, Andrew High Hips Coppola.
Nikita Esco will have a couple words with our winner. Some mixed reactions in the crowd.
Hi, Andrew. First of all, so far the most entertaining fight of the night. So great job, both fighters. And Andrew, starting off in that first 30 seconds, you seemed a little weak. What was going through your mind that made you just turn it around?
Well, he punches hard. And sometimes that's what it takes to get me going, so I'll thank him for that.
Was it just a battle of wills?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's why we're here. That's why we've made it this far. Hard work, dedication.
So have you ever been in a war like this that went the distance 3 rounds?
No, not a war like this. I went the distance. No, it's. I've had a few close, but I would say this is my toughest.
Well, thank you very much, and back to you, Steve.